As usual, I'm Reginald Hassan, and we're going to be discussing another exciting topic. And as usual, on Oguta Roundtable, we'll discuss things that are important to Oguta, things that will make or mar Oguta and will make life for the Oguta people, both home and abroad, a bit pleasant. Over the past few years, Oguta people have been responsible for development in Oguta land, both physical and mental infrastructure of the Oguta people. And today, after the do's, the don'ts, and the troublesome and the peaceful elections has come and gone, and we want to ask a very critical question for those who won, for those who lost, for those who disagree. What is the way forward? Yes, we might not all like the outcome. Yes, it did not probably go the way we planned. Or yes, you are happy and you are part of the ruling class or the ruling party. But after all said and done, with what is next? What is the way forward to us as a community? Excitedly, I'm going to be talking with two wonderful gentlemen who love Oguta. One of them, I don't want to let the cat out of the house, but I'm actually very privileged this evening to be hosting this topic, talking to two powerful people, Dr. Uche Obua and Ifeanyi Okwosha. Both will be coming live on this program for us to discuss and find out what we should be doing now as a community in Oguta after all said and done. So don't go anywhere. They're going to come up and we'll start this discussion. But remember that this program is interactive. That means we are not alone. This program is live. You can contribute, join us on Facebook, send me a message on WhatsApp, and you will come up live and be part of this program. It is very important for all of us to discuss. Gone are the days when we'll all fold our hands and expect miracles to happen. In one of my other programs called Which Way Nigeria, and I said the most stupid thing anybody can do is to do the same thing and expect a different result. So today I'm bringing two sons of Oguta to come and discuss this topic. Well, my first guest, who is of course already remotely in the studio here with us, is Dr. Obua. Doc, good evening and welcome to Oguta Roundtable.
Good evening and thank you so much.
Yeah, and our brother Ifeanyi Okwosha, please welcome to Oguta Roundtable.
Good evening. Stand can I give me?
How the number, sir? Please, before we go on, just help us introduce yourself and greet our Oguta people all around the world.
Yeah, okay. Ochama Jiobukani. Idenu Onamapo Anama. Nibani. Onyananka, Ekanana Mono. Afambu Uche Obua. The current president of Oguta National Association in the United States. So I'm glad to be here today to discuss this topic. Thank you.
And congratulations, Doc, on your successful election. Can I need to show very good? Yeah, it was free and fair. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
They are proud. Please introduce ourselves to your people. You're a regular. You're already a household name.
Okay. Hassan, Ndibani. Onyananka Ochama Yobukani didn't want to Konama, Ndogua Konando Shiji. Nandeda Manze. Ama na mama chepu Ndogwe if you makana mama nobo or like Ndogwe if you don't call. So if I'm with Fanny, no culture. Ndogana Papa me Fanny, Aji, because that is my mother's name. So I am very excited and pleased to be here. Like help Ndibani throw more light on this topic the way I understand it.
Mbona, and thanks again for coming on the program. Tata ani shekane jua because all the nature election everybody go back to their tents and ichemekwa another election. The question I need to read you, now that the elections are over, and before the election, we took time to talk with our people so that it will not be that nobody know who was contesting, but at the end of the day, things went the way they did. But an issue that even though you want to damage control, we can now say, oh, handle by morning. It won't look as fresh as it is. It used to buy account even though patch chacha and manage and gino. No matter what the situation is in our polity, what is the way forward? And in parking our loads, Bafu Chacha Oguta man and Nigeria, Kongengani she manage poor and manage the situation and get things better. Let me start with you, Ifani, please.
Okay. Hassan, thank you so much. Before Neje to that topic, and I have a journey. Actually, use this opportunity. And the young man in Aroyaboron, because I'm no Drifena has not been in Oguta for a while. Emanam Anibunde Amron Oguta, Zwan Oguta, Ja Primary School. Anam Neju Biosanga Ashi with Didim Okodoibo. So Nani my pedin obodo. I'm gonna me pedin obodo. No, my femina mo change ya. And it's change because change is constant in life. A lot of people are out there. That young man, I appreciate you people greatly. The sponsors of this occasion, Dr. Felix Okosha. Because without their initiative and in combination with both of you, probably Anama didn't karikana. So having said that, let me quickly dive into your question. Election, if we can reach na ikina common na the way forward when election na buna onyo buna merigiri ayo merigiwa onyo buna ya onyo buna ya no din onyo buna ye wotu opu mmadu fo ngina nanya audio ọbụna onye nke na-awiniri ma ọ nọghị winiri onye nke ọzọ. Just collectively see how you can assist. Ọ bụrụ na anyị na-achị achị ma akpọ Igbo. Leadership ma akpọ Igbo yi biko n'ime aka na-epu ife dị na aka achọrọ ka eme. Be very open, be very kind, accept it. Ọ bụrụ nke ihe emepu ime ọ bụkwa n'obodo nke ihe emepukwa egwowo na epu ife dị ngena na ife dị ngena. So based on that, I would just say that the youth do not be and they no nobodo. Makana Abu Juru Madrini about just like you asked. So Makana at the end of the day, only about Topada, but no about that with the quiz. Or there are so many other things at now. Oh, and then only bad and only no bank or and then outside naming comma. So the majority of Bono I find the way if an agan comma.
Okay, Hassan, thank you for that question again. If you're going to honor USA, right from its inception in 1999, the Domana, every year we pick a project, okay? From suggestions from different people. We pick a project and we try to complete it before the next year Oganyeme convention can present here what we have done the previous year. So, for example, currently we're engaged in trying to imana inaya ngenabia and in abudi the best thing. Ayengedi general borehole. So ndemad will borehole in their compounds and in the same compound so you understand what I'm saying when it comes to the water level.
Yes,
so I showed you even abudi a good thing. Kanye Jishike a cemetery. I were able to purchase a piece of land in the way. Mana aneno esemena esenya yokudodo maka ndazuraya So we are trying to balance that, okay? But this is like just an example of a project between 2004 and 2010. Okay, Professor Zobobo, our president here, we were sponsoring 5 Oguta students in the university. Every year, we have 5 people, new scholarship. We've done if honor Mary Ibuka, I'm one, and because it's going to take a long time to go through them. But the print every year we bring out something that we want to do, and we try to accomplish it before the end of that year, so that we'll have something to present.
Yeah. Okay, so that's beautiful. So my question now is, there are so many Oguta associations. Do we have or have plans of having one umbrella universal Oguta, or OCDU used to be it, if I'm not mistaken? But what is the fate and position of the OCDU, and is there any plan of having an association that can hold everybody together?
Hello?
Yeah,
which is a question in regard to the blueprint.
Yes.
Then you want to know the essence and objective of the Oguta Association on annual basis.
Yeah.
So money.
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Go on, sir. Yeah.
So we money in Keland as a capital project recently, and giving reference to if a Bashani plot 80 by
very commendable effort too. Very commendable, yeah.
So so at the end of the day, but the money family on a charitable organization. So in as much as they were established 25 years ago, I wasn't here, man. I was in Canada, but I'm following up what they are doing. I'm not MD to things in sequence, and then we on has always been a credible people. And having said that, in North Carolina chapter, for instance, today, Annie roll out our forms and scholarship forms to be able to accommodate 20 indigent students from Oguta. 20. So now you may accommodate one-time accommodation. Kenya will go. Only want the indigent precise law furniture. So na Oguta Association is taking things, they are moving on from one stage to other. Now your question when it comes to OCD, Oguta Community Development Union, I think I was the person that raised that question to last convention in Dallas. I understand people are working on it. I understand the elders at home are collectively trying to talk about, trying to get everything together. Man, unable know diaspora. Why are they difficult to get honor functioning, combining with Canada and Europe, and as well try to marry the entire thing. This is my personal conception. I may be wrong, but I think I had it to a certain extent difficult. So having said that, all stage by stage, and then on on daily basis, and all the we are working hard to ensure that if any child with hard work and dedication, and if we think we don't know, a lot of people don't know about it. North Carolina chapter, under the president and the executive, marshaled out this, who've been working on it to ensure if any in spite of that, the same North Carolina chapter sponsor 3 teachers on this primary school education fund. I sponsor 3 teachers annually. Annually, so I think we're on it, and it's a gradual thing, and I think the association with each chapters are doing great job.
Yeah, I agree. Just recently, even though one of our sisters did something remarkable, in fact, my crew went to cover it, and she wanted it to be private, which shocked a lot of people. She gave business grant, serious money to 10 SMEs in Oguta, and doesn't want anybody to talk about it. So I've not breached my contract. I've not mentioned her name. I'm just saying it because on an individual basis, a lot of people are doing so many things. Just like her, didn't want it to be mentioned. But if people also know, sometimes that if we can put resources together and our plans together, it can give mileage. Onion water tire, onion water tube. It might not be the same name of a brand, but if we can come up with something colorful. That's why I was asking, is there any plan for an umbrella body that can help coordinate the needs and the wants and aspiration of the Oguta people and form it into a document? For instance, Udu Engere, a local government chairman, and they're about to get autonomy, financial autonomy, even though for now it's on paper. Is there a pressure group? And if there's a pressure group, what blueprint will they be putting pressure with? And who will drive it? And who will moderate? And who will monitor? I'm starting with you, Doc. I'm coming back. Okay. If I hold that thought, I'm coming back to you.
Sure. Okay. So Hassan, the good thing is that we are seeing progress being made. I don't see the essence for one particular umbrella to put everybody together. The OCDU is a very big one, which all of us are members of. Mana ndị nọ na London nyere their own, ndị nọ na England and Ireland nyere their own. We have our own here in the United States. There several like ndị Loop na ndị Light Up Oguta and Amechi. All these people, they choose projects, individual projects, and then sometimes they request help from everybody. Look at this new project, this Oguta Primary School Education Fund, for example. It would be a very thing if each and every Oguta indigene can chip in, no matter how little, can chip in into that pause. That foundation I was talking about initially. 5,000, 10,000, 15,000. Oh, you know, a year before you know it, just like you said, we will have substantial amount of money to both rehabilitate the schools, to get books for the children, to pay for the teachers, to do everything that is necessary to bring up our educational standards in Oguta. This is what I think. I don't think there's any such need for just one umbrella group that would coordinate what everybody is doing. We are all coordinating amongst ourselves what we are doing. Like in the Light Up Oguta, for example, if you remember, everybody choroko to go towards it, and they got what they. Most of them get a referral. Some of them are getting it now due to logistical issues. You know, the politician, it was the same thing. All community effort, but for so long as there is a target, we all can work towards that target, so that we don't put our hands in several things at the same time. Being a target, a face, I will try and if you do another one. This is just my humble opinion.
Okay, bro, if I need just 1 minute, let's just extend our condolences and greetings to all those who are having burials this weekend, and those who have lost loved ones. Our prayers are with you. Also, want to say a big congratulations to our mommy, who is going to be Yebu Ada on Sunday. Congratulations. The details are all here on One Radio Oguta page, so I won't read every single one of them. You can visit the One Radio page. And I want to also apologize. We were unable, because I'm in the Port Harcourt studio, due to technical reasons, which almost made us shift today's recording. We could not stream live to Oguta, but this program will be replayed live by same time tomorrow evening by 7 p.m. So those of you that don't like Facebook, please tell them to listen on the radio, online radio for One Radio, and they will be able to listen to the whole of this recording live on One Radio from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Thank you again for listening and for joining. And now back to our brother Ifeanyi Okwosha.
Okay. Hassan, thank you so much. Mana 1 minute silent, you know, makapa mana iye cheta na aningre hurricane no zana. Na ndu Oguta na gacha na Florida. Ndeno na North Carolina, ndeno kwa na Atlanta, Georgia. So ina adiabo ina adiwo.
Okay, because plus them. And plus no but if many neros or Charlie Checha no anyway, una any problem no zone.
Okay, so back to your question.
Yes, sir.
To work collectively, like you said. Man, social media, the man we may think we're not working collectively, but that's what we're doing. I remember in the 70s, vice president of OCDU Kano chapter. Kucha we fry we and then was fry we and I think that is your question.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
I remember when said and they prepare a menu good and then prefectural. So question I think in as much as which will come has mentioned that we're all working at our own pace, on our own, which is good. Mana amam na wuka mane adina chok ngai GMA, all the very, very important ka OCDU, that's OCDU, the very functional. Because all the very functional udua can equip me na nature.
Exactly.
Ndeno na UK wotanke wo, ndeno Canada wotanke wo, ndeno na America wotanke wo. Then afujan lugute boko aya anema what will be. Manema kwa another thing na yodene bona. Ndeno ani achongeshi we're working on it. I get that parent OCD will start working. But at the meantime, only obonangere nkebo ifo me o group obonangere nkemle wona board if natural if I boko. They should get to Oguta most of the platforms are in now. Like Oguta Consignors, if you open Oguta Consignors, created by me in Afuna, almost 270 something Oguta indigenous are there. In Ghana and case security, it's almost tempting. So now I going to use almost social media no name while our elders at home now work on full-time integration of that our parent union, all the very, very important. I am more than sure not the very important.
Well, thank you very much. Then, well, you almost let the cat out of the house for my next questions. There's a misconception, or maybe that you people are enjoying. And some of our people who are not happy with you people because who know any guani that those are not happy who na printed the dollar and send the nanny. So I want you to also help them tell us a little about the advantages and disadvantages of Obodo Ibo no.
Medianya ajuje na ajuje dinanya ajuje na amaka ajuje na ngere a lot of meaning. Manema and then madu yadina differently. I got to reflect backward. A few months ago or just few weeks ago, Dr. Felix Osha was able to send in a video in a platform. And that video Nikunayabo Dr. Bush Afabu Solomon. I tried to inquire about that Solomon. Obrunata Krionyumupu in Abonye Onyabato. Like where my wife comes from. Okay? So the boy now any advice to Oguta. I'm a no that video went viral. To Oguta. Ndeno nara Igbo. Yes. Let me photo in Iche.
Because after the program, if you have it, send it to me so we can also share it on our platform.
Right. Yes, I have it. Okay. Na wewe na hii mchana ya bifeno ni feno ngi dionyo yini aka. No ya koji mengine ngoke no Obodo Ibo na ta fota cha ku gwe ono. Ona ku wo na tonde ebuni be a important na board Oguta anaku 40,000 50,000 instead of you would have 50,000 or 40,000 ye many no anya eguma na agba ni oso na ya choro ko Oguta niile disease ya from ya bife no onye na acho we change us from this moment my atop to onye na atop ya na we ya na onye no deal so that boy alone, if it was Felice Okwosha that shared that mail, and when that thing came, I applauded him. Do a show she knows on the TV from also the house. Why I answer up? Manayabo, you know, through a lot and is still working. Amamna is going a long way to shape quite a lot of kids. Ahema no kwe kule gendo ngande madahotadi. No kwe kule goes mangami. It goes a long way. Let me tell you a story. Earning or sometime, in spite of our parents' hard work to ensure Nani Abu human being. Sometime in early 80s, anime so did in the other things. Nani even don't argue him, she was even a working out, watching if any don't know what they matter. No, many, ni meme coma, even the Naga, in our walk hard, name parents, they people be responsible if na if you hand him actualize everything. Now, if I'm working over that will have more of my group today. I say, "Menano dinu bi osanga, nso didi mja bi osanga." Ya bi fera me reflect. Didi ani neji ani oshi. Nature ni fena oshi ani too. Ma emi de uto no kunu na reflect any shim. Today even the ni no more than 80% of it has been out. Most of us in the body. We reflected on it. We have actualized it. Then my friend, they were Professor Tata, or who would have gone to the primary school and secondary. So it's coming back to even usual. Pushing and then no. So they don't take on an idea with deceived. No, they have on the Nozana. Nozana may battle wrongly. If I'm not food in email. Asana, you listen.
Yes, sir. I'm here with you.
Orientation I watch Arabia Kana and one within a road on the way. So if you didn't know what stage by stage, just pay attention wherever you are. Open to the another place. Joan is a metamorphosis step by step. Engage Canadian Kana. Mama Napanike, Nonya Botanike on the Shin on the audit okay. On your money, okay. That will be my advice.
Okay. Mbona Auntie Sister May and Tony Osi Okorafo, we are seeing your hailing and wash you no oborunio. Okay, Doc, so yes. Carry on now. Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. I think it's a misconception. Because America, now there you go. It is not really easy here. Of course, you're not going to compare the standard of living in Obodo with Nigeria. But before you make it here, you have to pay your dues. Some of them are the reasons. You send the money without that. Orendi enyego kawo wore mani ife e wora wo merenkewo. Orendi enyego kawo wore mani ife, they won't even account for that money. But that's not a reason for you not to help. Aninga no knows na bani ikani ngoha ni ikwani nde no na Nigeria aka. But then you don't have to wait all the time for help. Iyejishike chwapani fi atineme on your own. You with that idea, we will help you so that we just will always have food to eat, you know. So no oshishi ego food notions na on that occasion he's African ego to know. Yeah, but it is difficult to make money here. I for one, I start work 5 a.m. and I end 6 p.m. This is almost every day except on Sundays.
Wow.
You know, so it's you guys should appreciate whatever little thing we're able to bring down to help you guys. And I encourage all of us to please help your people whenever they call and you are able to. Thank you.
Okay. Just before we go further, I need to first of all apologize to Aunt Mommy Sarah Oputa. It was your birthday last week and I saw it very, very late. Ma, we celebrate you on a daily basis and we say happy birthday to you, Ma. It's we all of us at One Radio are kneeling down to beg and apologize. We can't miss such a birthday. Unfortunately, I've been on location for a movie shoot and I just came out and I saw it, and the rest of the crew were waiting for my cue. So I completely apologize to it. Anybody, your birthday is not the type we are supposed to omit or pass, and I publicly apologize for that oversight on our part. Biko, ani yebuni yebu to apologize. Yes, sir.
Biko, I want to join you in congratulating Sarah Onumono on her birthday.
Thank you. Mommy Sarah, happy birthday. If I had cleared my throat, I would have sung happy birthday to you, but I don't want them to drag me out of the studio. All right, so, but yeah.
That's right.
So, if Brefan, it looked like I caught you a bit short. I just want to confirm if you're done with the topic, we can go to the next.
No, Adam done, right? Clear out before Uche
started.
So Adam okay with it. Uche Longaya would have, how long he spent in Russia, gotten a PhD there. America, and so that's a PhD here. How many years? Others who can call 11 hours or 13 hours a day. Mananda can open women where you are 13 hours. No, I'm added. Only then on an you should Nisha Mota wishing you after the Roy Macanoni Bago.
And then their standard of course, every country has its own standard of education and process. And once you move from one country to the other, you start some things almost afresh again. And especially in different countries and standards around the world. So, some of those things. And then, you know what I was saying about this depreciation of the Naira. You know, sometimes, but somebody that have wife and children, there's something you give them, they will appreciate it more because they know the value. And one of them is this devaluation of the Naira. Normally, countries devaluate when they have exports, so it makes it easier for trade. But anything to export, how is the devaluation of the Naira going to now help our people?
Economists will look into that and explain it better. Mana, if you make that devaluation or one of them issues, it is so unfortunate, so very unfortunate. I'm not Nigeria. All I think about is how do I help to alleviate that? You know, money I know less than $100,000. Sorry, 100,000 naira a month. If you get a motor from Oguta Lagos, it will cost you probably 15% of that amount of money.
More than that, yeah.
So it's Amadim Gandemadi should not survive. Mana Chuku no. Or maybe by God's grace we will all survive. But I think we need an economist to explain why Nigeria, under her present state, like you said, Nengedi any exports, practically nothing except that our oil. Yeah, it devalue go in such a way that Ndemado. Well, that will also help people. I'm from Nandema back to their farms, like was in the olden days, you know. But equal beans, equal tomato starter, you need no yabas, you need the onion, you need the fire, crayfish, you need the annual fennel. So how I don't know. It's amazing how people are surviving, and most people are surviving through the help of just for
of course, yes, that's our greatest export. If you know, Econet, the Econet company is the chairman of Econet at that time, who I had the rare privilege to meet. In one statement, he said that Nigerians put their eyes on oil, but one of their greatest assets is actually the people. And in Nigeria, most of those people, majority of them, Bundibu. So Nigeria's greatest asset now, and more money is coming from expatriates like you people around other parts, bringing down. If we didn't have you people, the Naira by now will not even be up to tissue paper, maybe. Because that's the only thing we're selling now. You people that are going there and sending back some dollars to us. And that's where I said, how can we encourage in this dispensation? Remember, we're asking the way forward. Is there any way we can encourage our people to back to farming, back to manufacturing, and back to making something? Because if you check, what do we do mainly in Nigeria? This person will buy top money, sell to that person before it's something to reach and middle the end consumer. It has passed through 3 to 4 or sometimes even up to 10 middlemen, all increasing our inflation. So, is there any way you can talk to our people to encourage them to go beyond buying and selling to make something? Yeah, let's start with you now, Doc, and then we'll now go back to Ivani.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
As it stands now, my brother, so I'm now most business people in Nigeria. When I say business, then they may buying and selling, right? But you find out that all those people can need job for those carry and then cushion. What can need job for those carry civil servants? Because civil servants, number one, they come up with the word. And I'll only 4 years. Mana ndị no Nigeria akwụkwọ mana was wife tata 3 naira each or 6 naira, they will increase their profit margin to compensate for that increase. Only a particular amount of money every month stays same, on the same level. So especially in the government workers right now. But the thing in the model, my thought was that if people they can near a business plan, right? Let us say na madu Jerubi Jako, Shinochori Jubi Jako, Iji. Manofude Gojina Akoda Iji. If you have family members, just let them know this is your plan. I'll be willing to assist you. So that you can feed yourself. Because they're gonna, but at the end of the day, and then you go every day. They're gonna need your money in one box, but end up spending more than it. Giving the person money every day. So people should think of what they want to do. What made this acquisition, this training, a group of people training them out of Mangish now, Apple vulcanizers, mobile, any handcraft, learn it, who will sponsor you to start the job, but at least have that skill. That's just my advice to the young people.
Son, Uche, thank you so much. You've spoken well. Son, if you didn't know one up on I never thought in my lifetime and Naira will continue to depreciate to this magnitude. And honestly speaking, the demerits are so much, they are over 90%. After the merited in email. Because now, for instance, somebody you funani choro, only open a potaque for yeme, okay, it takes, my grandfather was a farmer. Agent Waijino, or you take some time for Ijino to fully come to manifestation before you go there. In your Madego, you are to Jimozru seats no Yinan. More take care 6-7 months, before you know it, the money has the price has gone to the point don't really carry Kudiri. Let's take for instance, Nigeria, all over the world. Before national region, we could book a flight and airpiece won't even. Also, she naturally will be me able flight and all because they may buy with data. Now they more dollar and recapitalization for 2,500 and they will lose. So the issue at stake is that the country has done itself more harm than good with this level of depreciation. I never thought it would come to this level. Look at the company I worked with before leaving. At a point in the 90s, I worked with GSK. Today, full to know one Nigeria. Today, full to know one Nigeria. So, on the rules, now this depreciation of Naira, it's not a good thing. And on a Nadio for him, Probably they excited na this thing about how many people is in February? Makana the more when you know, the more on the road that for the key and you go. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here with you. I'm just articulating some of the response from people on Facebook. Sarah Efuro Puta says people are very afraid to go to the farm because of insecurity and loss to herdsmen. Then men say whoever that whoever that is, she started something. Said transportation is the main problem in Nigeria now. Somebody said, and so many other comments, and everybody is complaining one thing after the other. But somebody said Uche Varech and okay, that's Joval Ifani Oborunio. We are here. We are here when needed. Okay, that's Joval.
Okay. Joval, na UK, right?
Yes. I'm from Mexico.
Okay, Joval from Mexico.
I believe so.
Okay, he said live in London, United Kingdom.
Okay. That's another job.
Okay.
Okorafo, Okorafo, probably.
Okay. Yeah, Chid, okay. So, my brother, so if you may, I'm at engage JJ. I'm not with the idea and didn't Madi all the time. Man, I'm going with this consistent depreciation of the naira. I don't know how that will favor our people. What is really devastating. How much am I going to as at a few days ago, I checked 8,700 or 8,690 to $1.
Okay, now you see everything in the disadvantage, advantage, and that is the world becoming a global village. And sometimes when we refuse to prepare for what is ahead, when ahead comes, we'll become aloof. And what am I saying? Today, the world is a global village. People, Indian companies and companies around the world that took time to develop their ICT skills are sitting in Indian villages and selling and running remote jobs around the world. And our own children who would have been doing that, a lot of them have deviated to the negative part of a remote job. You know what I mean? I don't want to mention name. So how can we make our children learn technology that can help them stay in Nigeria and earn in dollars?
Thank you again for that very beautiful question. If now it goes back to that education, computer is today and it is the future. Okay. And then Elon Musk today is going to demonstrate motor run and get it tire and then get it steering. That will be taking people around. You know, it is very possible for people to be in Nigeria and help those of us here who do a lot of paperwork. They can be in Nigeria in our when they can name things that because you don't have enough time to do those things.
Yeah.
But all the very legal. Yes, there are some of us doing that already. But the issue is that you have to educate them first to be able to do those things. Basic education, I still stand on that. If we can help our children go to school, the future will be very bright for them.
Okay, Bright Fanny, please carry on.
That's why we're talking about core values. If you do about talent, and that is why Ndedika, my friend, Professor Fanny Uzoka, cannot sleep. Extramural classes. Extramural classes now take are very, very important. Core values in Abu just to one. You have to be responsible. Who's opening on a community, anywhere you are. Try to talk sense into any child. Anybody made in coma, go change here because now a talent based on the fact and assimilate your training in then you are going nowhere. I remember some time ago, Hassan, if I remember clearly, you and the economic team you people fashioned a forum where you can help these kids and train them in Microsoft computer programming or something.
Yes,
and that boils down to future. When you week on the other, what I want on the other, then if you can't afford your head, it's a problem. So the whole thing boils down to, in as much as I'm concerned, the whole thing boils down to sitting down, relaxing yourself, asking yourself a question, having a core value, identifying with a talent, and be able to move from there. Again, late Professor
Professor Nzimiro.
Professor Nzimiro, he told us that work hard, prepare yourself, ensure that you follow the core values of life, and the necessary things will come. That means you are going to be who you are going to be with hard work. And he told us this in PMSS. Don't begin to, withdraw yourself. Don't begin to have less confidence when you see the other person. He gave us different indices why you should excel in life. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
and I say that all the time. I may not be able to quote from word to word the way he said it. I'm only just giving you the exact thing and what he told us, what he represented. Today, majority of us believed in what he was saying. We are all there. So it boils down to what I've just said. When you core values, now what it takes to sit down and mediate and assimilate and listen to people and absorb training, then that's the problem. I'm with the dealing with. Do you understand what I'm saying now?
Yes, sir. Very perfectly well. Okay, I have Izogu Sunday Anthony. He asked a question. He said, please help mention the areas of training such as tech and others that will help make our people work here and be paid in US dollars. Actually, can I take a lead on this question? The question is meant for you people, but do you mind if I answer a bit before I throw it back? Okay, I actually work with a training agency. I'm actually unknown to most people, the current director of Nigeria Technology Hub. And I resigned my seat to come back to set up One TV network. And a few months ago, I was reappointed that I can work remotely with my vice chairman handling it because they wanted me back on board. So again, reappointed as the executive director of Nigeria Technology Hub. And what is the Nigeria Technology Hub all about? Simply technology, using technology to solve problems. And there are so many simple technology and in Agafa on a daily basis. I'll give you one of them. 10 years ago, during Goodluck Jonathan, we got the country to sign an agreement with us on something called SMILE, Scalable Multimedia in Local Language Education. What was this project all about? It was using multimedia to teach regular school subjects in English and local languages, because multimedia has made it very easy. But what do we do with multimedia? All skits, skit entertainment. Other countries are using it to do training, for short training, to learn periodic table in a format that is easy for the common man and the common person on the street to understand. So, well, there are so many things people can do, but because of time, my producers have called me that we have 2 minutes to end. So what we are going to do is, in the next one, I'm going to ask my producer to get a panel. Let's talk to our people on this subject, on things they can learn that can help them learn in Naira and earn in dollars. So I will give you guys one minute to round up and address what you can while we still have the 2 minutes to go.
Okay, so the basic, I want to thank you again for the opportunity to be part of this program. The basic training, the person Noronaju, I would advise him to do is just get the basic computer knowledge of how to use the computer. You know, Microsoft, Word, Excel, and all the rest of them. Alright, some workers like physical therapists, doctors, nurses, they expected to write lots of notes, and it does not give you enough time to spend time with your patients, quality time with your patients. If you can outsource that, that will help. I mean, no matter how much they pay you, it will not touch. It will not really affect what they earn here. But that only 50,000 or 100,000 every month. No, you make certain notes. I think you're helping that person a lot. So that's just the basic computer training. If they can, get that, it will be very helpful.
Okay, good. If our Brepani.
Hassan, I thank you so much. I mean, this is not the first time we are relating. I appreciate you inviting me to this forum. You and Henry, I most appreciated, and I'm just telling people that you are doing a great job. The job you're doing, you're not going to stop it from here. Continue. The sky is your limit, because even any who do nobody. 3, 4, 5 years ago, I didn't know the nature of the Man, with you people, with your initiative, with your conception, and your sponsors, I applaud you people so much. I'm very grateful to be part of this discussion.
Mbona, sir. Thank you very much. Just a quick one. We just got from Tony O.C. Okorafor just announced that on the 13th of October, 2024, that the Oguta Community Development Union will be inaugurated. That's on the 13th of October 2024 for all Amechi Ogidigidi indigenes resident in Sango Alabodu. Okay, that's in Lagos, I expect. Which, okay, that's an announcement. And then May still wants to know when we are going to start engaging the local government chairman, and we already have the logistics in place, and we are going to bring live in the coming month in November. We're going to bring live for everyone on Oguta Roundtable the local government chairman of Oguta local government, so he can come and address and talk directly to the Oguta people, so that we can ask him questions and give him instructions of what we expect to see in his first 100 days in office. And for all those who are interested in some of the topics and some of what is mentioned, and one of our sisters in the US has a nursing agency, and some of what you just mentioned now, they're actually recruiting and training. They call them nursing assistants. Her agency, I'll try and get her permission to share it on the platform. So those who are interested to work with doctors and nurses abroad will get the training they need to practice what they call remote caregivers, to assist even reminding patients to take their drugs, to remind them of the dose, and to help them make doctor's appointments.